Today at the Bridge is brought to you by...
Remembrance.
Crap, did I forget your birthday?
Hello and welcome yet again to Today at the Bridge Auxiliary. You have found your way through the internetscape, the interscape as it were. Interwebs, like a spider after its prey, slowly stalking it and sneaking up on it.
Past all of the weird stuff.
All the weird stuff of the internet. You've passed.
Maybe not past all the weird stuff. Maybe.
In conjunction.
You need to confess.
Maybe you were in conjunction. Maybe we are that video after watching a cat tightrope walk across the Eiffel Tower.
Or maybe after watching a group of teenagers jump off of their high school's football posts into a trash can full of glass.
Or maybe after the most terrifying thing in the world, which is those people who do those crazy stunts on skyscrapers.
Yes.
And they flip like from one to the other, and I have a heart attack each and every time.
When I watch those, my feet low-key sweat.
That's gross. But that is not why we're here. We are here to talk instead about Easter. So in case you were completely unaware of what happened this past...
If you are basically Patrick Starr and you live under a rock.
There are some days I can, and some days I can't. Today I can't with that.
Patrick Starr.
So we wanted to talk to you guys about the subject of Easter. So
for all you Patrick Stars out there.
It is... Dear Jesus, take the wheel. So obviously we are. It's not my birthday.
No,
we are removed from that. You know what my birthday is, roughly.
Yeah, roughly. Roundabout.
Around the time my birthday is.
Which will mark the 1-year anniversary of this fabulous idea.
Yes, it will. It will mark the idea. So in case you didn't know, we've talked about before. If you have, you know what, scavenger hunt, go find the podcast or the conversations we've had talking about how this idea got started, and then come back and tell us where it was. I don't remember which episodes we talked about that.
And you will get a free thumbs up.
You'll get a free thumbs up. We'll come to your Facebook page.
We'll come to your place of work.
And I'll just walk up to your cubicle or your front desk or
wherever it is that you might work. Your home, maybe.
And you know what? I'll knock on the door of this out. No matter what it is, I'm going to knock on the door of this house.
So if it's a McDonald's and we know that door is just a revolving door of goodness, we'll just knock.
Knock on it. Even if it's like say you work at like a hotel with sliding glass doors.
Many rooms.
I will just wait till the doors open completely and knock on the unopened part. And just stand there knocking. And when someone comes up and says, "What are you doing?" I say, "Oh, I need to see Tim."
So,
and then I'll keep on knocking.
With those doors that go back and forth, did you know that you can just run through them and they swing open?
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's for fire reasons.
It makes sense.
An alarm goes off automatically, but it's really cool. So kids, try that at home.
I'll knock on there.
Yeah.
I'll knock and be like, "Sir, what are you doing?" And I'll be like, "I need to see Tim." And they'll just keep on knocking. And they'll say, "Tim, you got to come talk to this guy." And I'll be like, "Hey, awesome job."
We dedicated way too much time to that.
We did.
Oh my gosh.
But no, what we wanted to do though is we wanted to have a conversation about Easter, right? Because Easter is a time to celebrate and to remember what Christ has done for us.
For real.
So we normally do hijinks or hilarity on this videos, but today is not a time for hijinks or hilarity, unless you find what we said funny, which you might. I don't know. We'll figure this out.
We're yawning too. Oh, excuse me. Lots of yawns.
Lots of yawns. You're a yawny?
Yeah.
That's it's fun. The end, just fun. We'll call it good. But no, so we want to have a conversation though about what this means, and we have had a week full of remembrance of the story of Jesus and his death, his burial, and his resurrection. So we started this on Palm Sunday when we talked about how Jesus came to rescue us from our sins, which we talked about last week on this and on the sermon video. But then we were able to have 2 more services since we had this service, and those services were Good Friday
Yep.
and Easter Sunday. both of which we had a focus on remembering who Christ is and what he did for us. Remember the sacrifice he made to help us become overcomers in him. Overcomers of sin and death and the terribleness in our world. So let's get into it. So the one thing that we want to mention, and really actually this is the sole point of this video today, because we've had a full-fledged hour-long conversation about this week. If you want to listen to it, they posted on Friday on our podcast, Today at the Bridge, same name as this YouTube channel.
Today at the Bridge.
And we discussed what it was that went into this week, the things that got done, the craziness, busyness, and so
a lot of other random stories.
And other random stories about college and high school and bathrooms.
I mean, we covered the whole gamut.
We got it all. The footy was involved. Oh, I hate that I said that.
The footy. Easter Monday footy.
So go check it out. So go check out that podcast. You'll hear more about what's going on behind the scenes at the church when it comes to that week. But here is the big thought that I had, that I had for a long time, and we wanted to bring it to you guys. And it's the thought about the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And primarily we're not talking about the death right now, because here's the thing about Christ's death that I think it's important to talk about, is that Jesus' death in and of itself was not super unique. Right? So before you guys explode the internet and get mad at me about what I just said there, let me say this. So the fact of someone dying for the sake of another people or group is not unique to Jesus Christ. There are time and time again in history we've seen that play out. We've seen it played out in plays and movies. We've seen it in wartime when a soldier will sacrifice his life to get his troop home. It's not a unique thing that someone would sacrifice their own well-being and their own life for the benefit of others. But the reason that we celebrate Jesus' death is because of who he is.
Right.
Right? So the reason it's so impactful, so powerful, is that Jesus was completely and utterly blameless. Mm-hmm. He was God incarnate, living perfectly in our world, and who died, and not just died, but died in order to take upon the sin of the world.
Yeah.
Which is why that's what makes it unique. So the actual death of Jesus is not a unique circumstance, but because of who he is, it is unique, and that's why 2,000 years from now we still talk about and celebrate that occurrence. Right. The other thing that is severely unique about Jesus is that he rose from the dead.
Yeah.
Most people who make the sacrifice, they don't have that occurrence in their lives.
Right, yeah.
Because they just make the sacrifice and it's over.
Well, yeah, not to discount the sacrifice they've made.
Right.
Because, remember DC Talks Jesus Freaks book? Wait, that book, that's a tearjerker.
Yeah, Jesus Freakonomics.
The game frustrated me. Oh, well. So, but they wrote a book about about people that they knew that had been martyred.
Right.
They made that ultimate sacrifice. None of them came back from the dead.
Right. Yeah, because obviously,
right.
People who have died in Christ will experience resurrection when he returns. But that's
right.
But that's again through the power of God. Because of Jesus' resurrection, we know it's possible when he comes back to resurrect, and we'll see our loved ones again.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's amazing just the unique character of Jesus Christ in our world and what that means for us, and that we have hope and assurance in who he is and what he's done for us to overcome sin and death in our lives.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. It's a remarkable thing. And that's what we really wanted to talk about today, was just that brief thought of, when you're going through your week and you're going through, especially this time of the year, and you're thinking about church and Jesus and that story, to dwell on that thought of the uniqueness of who Christ was, not on the uniqueness of his death. Dwell on the fact that a loving God humbled himself to the point of the cross, to the point of being human, to being able to experience pain and death in order to arise again from the dead and show his power and his victory over death and over sin in my life, in your life. That's why he did what he did. And we want you to have that as a quick video and then a quick direction to our podcast so you can listen to it. Listen to the whole conversation about what things that go into. If you're curious about the things that go into a week on staff of Palm Sunday through Easter, listen to that.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. We enjoy talking about it. But that's what we have for you guys today.
At the bridge.
Today, it all full circle. Today at the bridge. Here's what you guys to do. If this is encouraging to you, go ahead, share this video with a friend, a family member. Let them know that, Christ, as God in human flesh, sacrificed himself and took upon their sin to overcome it and to free them from the bondage of sin and death. Share this with somebody who needs to hear that message. Let them know that the unique person of Christ cares and loves for them deeply and loves them deeply and provides for them free salvation by faith alone in him. Also, if you want to hear the full sermon from Sunday, go ahead and click the top link over here. Mm-hmm. If you want to go ahead and watch more videos like this one, including more hijinks and hilarity, click on the bottom link to see our other videos, including last week we had a fun thing called Jesus Freakonomics. You will enjoy that. I guarantee it. It's a thumbs up guarantee.
Thumbs up.
With that, we will see you guys later. You have a good week, guys.
Goodbye.